all of the agreements, so everybody should be happy and should be moving forward. Good. Good.
There is one other thing. There's been some allegations that depositions have been set again. Ken, would you address that, please?
How to address the ramblings of a non-resident. The one remaining lawsuit that's out there on public record stuff is tied into Blue Water, LifeSync, kerosene. The plaintiff's attorney initially several months ago served a notice of taking deposition for several people. One of them was Bill, Christie, other individuals, with no date or time in it, which is in my practice and not something I see. Said, you know, with dates to be mutually agreed upon at a later date or something. And apparently I was the only attorney that responded with dates I would be available for depositions. There were a number of lawyers involved on the kerosene side of that equation, none of whom responded to the email. So plaintiff's counsel has recently filed a motion to compel responses for dates out of everyone. I don't include myself within that group. I answered until when I was available. Doesn't mean that I intend to leave unchallenged the right to take a second deposition of Mr. Lambert. I fully intend to do that. There most likely will be a change in counsel at some point during this time frame anyway. Right now, I think the last communication I saw was he intended to notice that hearing the end of January, and those were dates that I was available and had answered. So I heard rumblings of representations that board members are going to be liable and responsible, and I don't know how to comfort you any more than to tell you that the records they requested are just not public records. They're the same records, really, that have already been determined by circuit court in another case to not be public records. First Judge Ezel, then Judge Helms out of Highlands County. Their financial records are simply not public records. There are some things I think that were requested that might have been, yes, this is years since I've looked at this thing. I don't recall, there might have been some of the records they requested that at one point the IDA did have but were protecting as exempt under 288.075, so public records but exempt public records under protections afforded for economic development. So anyway, there's most of you, if not all of you, Gene may be the only board member when I look around that was even a board member when all this happened. So the, baseless ramblings of a non-resident to say you're going to be held liable, responsible for some non-public record is baseless. Don't worry about it.
Sounds good to me. All right. We got anything else? Ken, thanks for that. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Mayor?